Hello everybody, my name is Michael Davis. I'm a writer, an artist, a teacher, a mentor, a businessman. I've run divisions at major corporations. I was president and CEO of Motown Animation and Filmworks. I was executive vice president at Magic Johnson Animation. I was president Blackboard Publishing and Animation. Co-founder of Milestone Media. I created the Black Panel, which is going on its 30th year at San Diego Comic-Con International. I've done quite a few notable works. I'm the only person that I know of who's got a curriculum-based comic book series in the school system. It's called The Action Files. Originally it was published by Simon & Schuster when Simon & Schuster sold their education division to Pearson Learning. Pearson Learning kept 3 different titles: Ready Reader, Platphonic, and The Action Files. It's been in the school system toward the curriculum since 1996, I think. And to my knowledge, it's still the only curriculum-based comic book series in the public schools. There's a non-teacher's guide, but still a curriculum which you can purchase today at Amazon. My work in education has allowed me to be honored with the Michael Davis Auditorium at the Gordon Parks Academy in East Orange, New Jersey. That's a magnet school for K-6 of film, television, radio, motion picture, and dance. Ironically, Gordon Parks was the speaker at my commencement ceremonies at Pratt Institute. So, 13 years later, I'm being honored with the Gordon Parks, with having my name having my name associated with Gordon Parks. I'm a little nervous because I don't expect this to get out. For the last few years, and I'm also the lead creator of Static Shock, which is soon to be a Michael B. Jordan film. I tell you all of this because I'm in a bit of a pickle, and I have been for years. Since at least 2018, I've been under a serious, deadly cyber attack. $500,000 in the bank, gone. My credit rating destroyed. I'm now homeless. I'm sleeping on an ex-girlfriend's couch, and I have been for 2 years. And I've never had a problem with money. And there seems to be a narrative out there that there's something wrong with me mentally. No, there isn't. I'm not crazy. Right? But there's a simple way to see whether or not I'm crazy. I have been asking, begging, and pleading for years for law enforcement or a legitimate investigative journalist to take on my case. All of my social network is no longer under my control. The last time I was on Twitter was 3 years ago, and it was the last time I was on X. Actually, I've never been on X. My Twitter handle was @MDWorld. I haven't been on that. I can't get on no matter what. And I haven't been on it since 2022. The same with Instagram and LinkedIn. I have no access to these things. I did not have, I had 2-factor authentication on there. I had as strong of security on these sites as possible. But these are not your average hackers who are doing this to me, right? MichaelDavisWorld.com, hacked. The Black Panel, hacked. The Black Panel online, hacked. Not under my control. My email has been, I haven't had access to my Apple ID in 3 years. In those 3 years, these hackers have managed to send out fraudulent information from my sites and build up a pretty sizable or believable aura around the planet that I am mentally disturbed. So much so that my former partners at Milestone have not included me in the latest I stutter, and I'm about to stutter again. I used to stutter as a kid, but the latest version, Milestone 2.0. That's not exactly true. I was included. I didn't find out I wasn't included until 2015, when I read it in the Washington Post. Right? I'm not casting the blame on anyone. I don't know who's behind this. All I know is this: my cousin is a lawyer at Ropes and Gray. I can't reach her. I can't reach anybody who's in my contact list. I have no access to them, no matter what I do. And yes, this type of technology to destroy someone like me exists. It absolutely exists. But here's the thing: I can't reach anybody. I can't reach any reporters. I can't reach anybody, no matter what I do. I went to Comic-Con. I have more than a 30-year relationship with Comic-Con. The Black Panel, which I started almost 30 years ago, has been going on for 30 years, but I've been going to Comic-Con for 40-something years, right? And I have a pretty good relationship with them. The After Isa party, I do that on my dime. Comic-Con could have sold the rights to that. They gave it to me so that I gave what was called by the Hollywood Reporter the Governor's Ball. If the Eisner Awards are the Oscars of the comic book and related industry world, then the Michael Davis After Isa party is the Governor's Ball. That's a Hollywood Reporter quote. Right? I have a pretty substantial career. And I have been totally destroyed by these hackers. And I'm not asking for money. I'm not asking for anything except for some investigative journalist or some law enforcement agency which is not prejudiced by whatever it is, reason they turned me away at the FBI. My local police have made it worse. I can't get anything or anyone to listen to the fact that these people are destroying me. And if one investigative journalist, just one, or two, or three, or how many, if they would just look into it, I am absolutely positively sure that I will be vindicated. Unfortunately, I honestly feel, and I'm not just saying this because I'm not paranoid, I honestly feel that I will not be here if a journalist gets involved, because each time I make any progress, something horrible happens to me. I made progress, I was set up, and I got arrested on a gun charge, right? And hiding in a bathroom, I get arrested on a gun charge. That's right. I made a little bit more progress, and everything I own, the hackers, a friend of mine had her friend order me a moving truck, and somehow the hackers intercepted that. The truck that showed up wasn't the moving truck that we had hired, and went off with everything I own, all my artwork, all my paintings, everything I own, except 5 or 6 boxes which I had moved the night before by myself out of the thing. So I just need someone to help me get through this. You will have access to every single thing that I have left. You have access to all of the evidence that I've been hoarding, that I can't get people to understand. I just want to ask. I'll just keep it simple. I was thrown out of the Comic-Con Museum when somebody made a call. Somebody came in, and I was thrown out of a comic book store when I was there to meet Jim Lee. And Jim Lee, the head of DC Comics, we were going to talk after he finished his signing. And something or someone said something, and he left. And the staff at Collectors Paradise were blocking the fucking back door where he went out. They have cameras, they have documentation. All of this can be easily proved by a journalist who knows how to ask the right questions. You have access to everything I have. You want access to my shrink? You can have that. You can have access to anything, as long as you're legit. Now, if this manages to get to anyone that can help me, I guarantee you, I absolutely guarantee you that something is going to happen to me before anybody can make any sort of report, because that's what's been happening each time. The only thing they haven't taken from me is my life. That's it. If you can help me, I appreciate it. And for those people who listen, please post this every place that you can. Coincidentally, when the hacking really started to manifest themselves was April 29th, 2019, when the hackers took over all my social media and said I committed suicide. That day, I trended worldwide, and nobody knows what I do. The reason I trended worldwide is because of the people that I'm involved with, the people I've been in business with. Barack Obama used to follow me on Twitter. I don't know who he follows now because I can't get on my Twitter. So there's something here. And people who I know are telling people I'm crazy. That's all right. Right? A journalist, somebody with some juice, somebody with a media outlet behind them that will get results, will be able to tell whether or not I'm crazy or the people who are doing this to me are criminals or they're friends, or they used to be friends. There's a reason this is happening to me. I mean, I'm a writer, but I write for comic book and pop culture sites. The stuff that is being done to me is for people who know what a P-tape is of Trump. I don't have that kind of juice. I've pissed somebody off. I've done something which has pissed somebody off with some juice and power and a lot of fucking goddamn influence. So, thrown out of Comic-Con did not happen. Thrown out of I absolutely 5 different stories have come out of Comic-Con. Supposedly Comic-Con. I don't know if I'm talking to Comic-Con. That's it. Hope you can help me.